Hey Stampers, Gaynor again. I'm coming back with a new set that I bought a couple of weeks ago, but I've been doing other things. It's called Magnolia Mood. Now, I think it's absolutely stunning. You could do this in a very pale colour and watercolour it so it looks realistic. And you can do this the way I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to actually stamp and then heat set it with, what's it called, clear embossing powder. That way when I colour I won't go out the lines. I don't know, I'm just making it up as I go along. Now the card I'm going to show you, I'm going to jazz up a little bit. So this is the one I made. If you look carefully, I don't know if you'll pick it up, but there is Winker Stella on my die cut piece there. You can barely make it out. But I thought to make it sparkle, I'm just going to experiment with these. Do you remember these old paints we had? There was a set of 4, copper, gold, champagne and frost white. I'm just going to have a little dabble to see if it comes up shiny. I've got a really nice small paintbrush. I'm just going to use the lid. And I'm just going to... Oh yeah, it's going to give it a beautiful pearlescent. I'm going to go over this one, the bits I can see later on, but I'll just... Oh, yeah, I don't know if you can see it in this light, but that's definitely what we're going to do when I've die cut. Keep my things together, otherwise I'll lose them. So, what a beautiful stamp set. It's got the small, the flower, it's got, I think it's... To me, now that's probably the flower closed up when it's young, but it looks like a little acorn. It's got all these intricate dies just to cut out shapes. Then it's got all the dies to cut out the pieces. I love the sentiments, but I'm using, believe it or not, on the thank you. This comes from this So Inviting. This is retired, but I just thought what a beautiful thank you card that would make for somebody. So I'm using that. But you've got the thank you for being you, just a note to let you know that you are loved and happy birthday. So maybe I'll change the sentiment. We've got the stamps that here, so got my clear embossing powder, got my embossing buddy. Now I blended with my blending brushes just straight onto the card, but when I seem to mix the two colours it looks dirty and I don't like that. So I'm going through the catalogue, the new catalogue, and there's a stamp suite called Country Woods, and it's got a birdhouse, it's got flowers, then it's got 2 lots of designer series paper, and one of the designer papers is called Country Woods. It's 12 by 12, and it's just woods. And I was going through my stash, and I found it's not actual wood, it's more like a cloud with, and it's got like a musical note on it, and I just thought that backed onto there. But also I've found this piece. This is an old piece of designer series paper. Maybe I could go over, I'm just going to experiment actually quickly. I've got my colours for the flower. I'm just going to see, because it looked dirty blending the 2 colours, I'm just going to have a go at, there's a hair on there, my ink pad. I'm just gonna grab a scrap and see if it makes it look dirty. Now see, now I'm not fussed on that. It does, it looks dirty, and the brushes are brand new, so it's not the brush. I think it might just be me being a fussy so-and-so. I just wanted to blend a mixture of the colours. I can always use this on a different card. It's retired paper, this piece, anyway. So, just, oh, my pop-ups just come up. So, it's not as bad as the cardstock. The cardstock looks really dirty. I don't know, I think it's maybe the 2, I probably didn't wait long enough in between the inks drying. But I just wanted that like marbly effect without getting my background marbly effect. Stamps it out. It looks quite cute actually. So let's pop that away a sec. Clean my brush. See, it comes up on the white, lovely, but on my brush is clean. And then what I did, I just added little dots from my blend. And then all I did was just 3 little dots here, there and everywhere, not too close together. And I'm going to avoid this area because I'm going to do the outside, because my flower will go there. And I'm not going too mad. Might add a couple of single ones in between as well. Just add a bit of interest. So you never know. We could use this, just add some dots. If I'm getting a bit too close together now. Add some single ones in between. And it looks quite effective. It just adds an extra dimension to the back of your card. So first of all, I've got, I might, because I don't have to add the dots because of the music notes on the back of there. So we'll see as we cut our flowers out which looks the best. I have run this through, but I'm going to do it again. My handle is falling off, and fair play to Stampin' Up. They're going to send me a new one because look, it keeps falling off, and it doesn't click back into place. So I've run this through. I've already got on the back some sticky back tape, so I can just literally pull that off. Now let's pop that to one side. The reason I'm using my old plate is because my new little, the one I normally use is not wide enough. So let's pop that to one side just for a moment. I do have a piece of Very Vanilla this time, and it's big enough for my stamped image. But I'm going to grab my, I'm going to get my clear embossing powder and pop them to one side. We're going to colour that with the paint after we've run the brush through it. And I think I'm going to stamp. I got to get myself a cleaning cloth now. I get my pad out, my chamois, which is a little bit bitty. So I've got a couple of cleaning cloths. I like this one, it's a more black. It's a bit more of an intense black. And we're just going to stamp that on my Very Vanilla. I might change my mind and get some Whisper White out, because I've still got quite a bit of that left. And then I've got, I think, 1 or 2 packs of Basic White. Look how nice and deep and dark that is. Absolutely beautiful. So I'll put that in there to clean in a minute. Let's get our clear embossing powder on here before it dries. Beautiful, that tones that down. And I forgot to use my embossing buddy, but I don't think it matters so much with the clear. Now I'm going to grab my heat tool. Please apologise for the sound. So I'm just going to let that warm up for a sec. I like to give it a grippage from behind and then turn it over. And you can see it changing colour. And that just gives it a more intense look and a bit of a shine to it as well. Just absolutely beautiful. So let's see if I can scrub this clean, because I want to get that off. I always have a little bit of solution of bleach on my cloths, just because I don't like staining my stamps. I know it goes a bit, it goes a little bit like oh, what's it called, bubbly, from the soap, but I like that. It's a lot cleaner than if I was to just use my Stampin' Scrub. But it comes up okay. It comes up okay, girls. So I've just these, do you know these are dog cleaning, dog towels they're called. They're like chamois, and they clean, they get your dogs really clean, dry really fast. And they're like, you get a massive one, it's humongous, and look at the shine on that, it's absolutely beautiful. And they get your dogs clean in no time at all. So I might use the clear on the sentiment, but I'll stamp on both cards. So I'm going to use my dark first, and I'm basically, let's see if I can zoom you in, because my woohoo, let's get this in focus. Look at the shine on that. And then I'm just going to use the dark one. I love that VersaFine ink, but you have to wait ages for it to dry. But doing it with the clear embossing powder, it's dried it pretty much straight away. And I'm just drawing lines. You can see I'm not doing nothing major. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to come in just with the pale, and I'm just going to gently let them two blend together. I mean, you can leave patches. You don't have to give every little bit of it. You don't have to cover every square inch. You can leave white patches. And like I say, I'm just flicking down my pen. I'm not putting no pressure on. That's cute. I might just go over these dark lines again. Just give them, with the same pen, just to give those shadowing areas a bit more colour. That is so pretty. That looks so dark. It's probably just me. So with the leaves, I'm going to go in with the pale. Again, I'm just going to do it quick. Don't have to spend ages on this card. And then I'm just going to go down the centres. I'm not even going to go up the ease bits. I'm just going and darkening down the centre. Because I've heat set it, it's give it an extra dimension. And I've kept the leaves pretty pale because I didn't want a flower that's in your face. So I'm going to, isn't that absolutely beautiful? Look at that, gorgeous. So let's zoom out a little bit. Let's fetch, right, I'm going to stamp and clear heat set. Right, that's the way I want that one, and that's the way I want that one. I'm going to get out my embossing powder again. Oh, there's noisy lids. Oh, get my little spoon ready. And I love this stamp set. I love this I love thank you cards. You all know I love my thank you cards. So nice, and I love the clear block and the faux polymer. You can see right through it. And I'm gonna grab my powder. That's gonna make that stand out beautiful. And again, we're gonna do it with this one. Am I in the right way so I can see me? Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I'm gonna put my clear heat set. Absolutely gorgeous. If I don't put that away, I'll knock it off and I'll have no powder left. So just let that powder get to work on those while I clean my photopolymer. Comes out lovely. You've all seen me use bleach in the past to clean my stamp sets. Back with the tool, which is still warm. I'm going to let you watch. Ah, it's beautiful when it changes. Absolutely gorgeous, so crisp. Again, I'm just going to warm from behind. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at them. So neither of these are go to waste because one of them's going on the card now. I think the one with the music will look absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to set this to one side. That's going to go. I got a standard A4 card in the UK, which is 5 7/8 by 8 1/4, and we score at 4 1/8, and it's perfectly folded in the centre at 4 1/8. And then I'm just going to layer that. Look, it dries, but it dries with that beautiful shine. So what I'm going to do, this is from my Ciao Bella. Look at my pin, it's gone rusty. Look, it's even turned my glue rusty. I've lost, my pin fell out and shot across and it went under my freezer. So I've got my chest freezer in my bedroom. And the other one's bent because Gaynor's heavy-handed. I'm just going to manoeuvre that to flatten that out where the heat set was. Turn that over because it's not going to smudge now that we've heat set it. Clear my, and then got a little tiny bubble there. That shouldn't. That's got it. That's beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? Thank you. I love it. Right, we're going to have to die cut this piece now. Let me just pop. I'm going to throw that pin away. It's awful. I'll pop it in this bottle for a minute. Alright, it won't fit. Oh, I'm covered in rusty. I need new pins. I can't get it to work. This one fits in there perfect. Well, she says. It did do. So I can't get it. My pins are all bending. What it is, I try ramming it in quickly to get it closed, and I end up bending everything. I'm such a heavy-handed crafter. So I'll wrap that up later and throw it in the bin in case I spike myself. So beautiful image. And this gorgeous die. Now normally I don't buy the dies for things like this because I normally think, oh, it's easy enough to cut out. But it had those beautiful intricate dies for the other pieces. And I think heat embossing straight onto the card instead of cardstock and then trying to cut it out is so much easier. Let's have a look at that. Just dropped out beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Now let's pop that to one side. Now here's my other piece. Absolutely love this as well. I'm going to grab that scrap of paper and use my brush. There is a sponge, but I find if you do it over the sponge, you don't ever get the bits out. Now I've got double-sided tape on the back. There's not a lot to come out of this. And I find that because I run it through 2 or 3 times, it comes out beautiful. Do you know, once you peel the backing off, most of the bits will come off because they're stuck to the backing sheet. So let's see if we can do that and show you. I haven't used double-sided tape in a long time, so I've got to try and get the end. Oh, there it is, it's coming. Look, and you do that gently. I got it in 2 strips. Several strips by the looks of it. I just pieced it up. And there's not many bits left in that I've got to take out. Isn't that beautiful? You're not going to see this because my other flower's going over the top. And I find if you brush in the air, and most of the bits come out easy, 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 because it gets stuck in the sponge. And I've learnt from good times and bad. There you go, and it's clean. You might get this got, there we go. Clean as a whistle. So there's my die cutting. And because that's sticky back, I can just throw that in the bin. It's just scrap paper. So my card's coming in. Got a little dangler there. Got my little pot. And then I am going to work out which bit I add where. So this, I'm definitely going to, I might have to trim a little bit off actually. I stuck the other one down with dimensionals, I think. Yeah, I came off with this one. Pop dimensionals behind it. But this one I'm going to add. Got a few little stragglers. That's it. And then I'm just going to take my scissors and trim off those little bits just to level it up. Let's see if we're, oh, that is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Right, now for our paint before we start. Give that a little shake. I'm going to use just the lid for now. And then I'm literally just using what's in the lid, and I'm just going to go over. And the reason I picked this is because it's got cloudy, so even if I made a little boo-boo, No one's going to see it. But it's just going to give that embossing paper. I should have done that before I stuck it to the card really, but it doesn't matter, I forgot. It's going to give that a beautiful pearlescent shine. And because of the designer series paper I've chosen, I'm just going to go around the outside for now. But I think this, well, this one's a thank you card, but I think this would make a beautiful anniversary card for a loved one. It just goes on so easy. I'm not pressing, I'm just rubbing from the side all over the flower, picking up the pearls, the pearl paint. Can you see? Sorry, let me zoom back out a little bit more. Bring this a little bit close, and then I'm just using the side of the brush on this die piece, especially if you were doing these in bulk. I suppose you could paint your paper, but you'd lose a lot of paint that way before you die cut. Getting that lid. Oh, there's the one I've missed. That will dry nice, and even if you've got bits over the edge, it doesn't matter. That is beautiful. Oops, these retired a long time ago, but I still got them in my stash. So let me grab that piece of paper, and it comes off your brush so easy. Just use a piece of paper, give it a twist. Give that a smush. Take my protector off. Oops. I'm just gonna pull the bristles in while I put my protector back on. I mean, that alone is a pretty card, absolutely gorgeous. But now I had some baker's twine, the linen thread, but I think I've run out. So I think what I might do is, I think I'll use this pool party one, just to coincide with this backing paper. And I'm only going to make one. I need the tails pretty long. Oops. Oh my goodness, see, I'm a heavy-handed so-and-so. Didn't really want my tails to twist. So I'm going to snip that off. We won't see a lot of that. That's going under the flower. So let me grab that. Where is my flower? There. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick this over. And I think I'm going to add this way, just like I did. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. Maybe I will come that way. So I want to put a little glue dot on the back of there. Oh, look at that. I've got one left. So let me see. I'm going to put a glue dot right at the back of there. That way I can see my little, and it pokes out just through the sides. Absolutely gorgeous. Checking my battery's getting low, so let's get this done quickly. Grab some dimensionals. I love it. Press them down. Remove the back ends. So I've got my little tails poking out on one of the loops. And just checking. I want to get that round that side. And I think I'm just going to add that there. Oh, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to check my tails. They're not sticking out too far. I have got a couple of these little gems left, which I added to the center of this flower, just the 3 of them, just to make it stand out. 1, 2, whoops, 3. That is cute. And then I've got my old, these are going to retire this by June, so actually it's the 1st of May this time. So I'm going to use a couple of these beautiful little, I think these are the Orchid Oasis colour. I'm just going to add 3 of those. And just leave them in a triangle shape. So I did fetch my if I would have used this cardstock, I would have fetched in my bubblegum ribbon and added that around there just to emphasize. I think that would have looked really pretty as well. I don't think the pink will go on this one, so hence the reason I didn't use it, but it will work beautiful on there for another card. But there we go, we've improved the card from, let me just grab those bits. This one, which I think looks a little bit mucky, it just doesn't sit well for me, but that one with the blue paper is more heavenly. I think that is absolutely stunning, and I love the shine on that pearl paint. And if you wanted to go one better, right at the end, because we've heat set our card, I've got my shimmer spray that I made years ago, and I gotta take it off because I don't want it to spray all over my desk, and just give that a luster shine. And oh, look at that shimmer, it's absolutely stunning. But there we go. Oh, one more thing before my battery does die. One of these beautiful tiny little dragonflies, and I'm only using one just to pop in the sky by there, and I think that is finished my card off. Absolutely lovely. Whoops, skein has got the crack. Oh, look at the shimmer. Look at that shimmer on there. That would make a beautiful, beautiful somebody's special birthday or an anniversary, and it's even given the flower some shimmer. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So I'd love to know your favourite in the comments. If you want to show, let me know which one, the first one or the second one. Would you give this technique a go? Don't forget to use your heat and stick even, or maybe just your clear embossing. Helps to lift. This is without heat and stick. It's black, but this one, oh, it's just got a beautiful shine to it. But there we go. I hope you're happy with tonight's video. I love it. I'm going to be using this. I hope you have fun. All glory to our great Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ for giving us our beautiful talents to share with you lovely, lovely ladies. Don't forget to be kind to each other, and I'll see you on the next video. Till next time. Bye.